There's my ass in the camera. Are we live? Probably. It never comes up on the screen. Oh shit! I didn't focus the camera. Hold on. Gotta get something on the camera so I can check if it's focused or not. How about this? Okay, let's see if I can. Is this camera done autofocus? I think there. Go for that. Bear with me 1 second, sorry. Whoop. Is that any better quality? I made the video a little bit bigger, but I don't know whether it's just upscaling the video or whether it's actually made it better quality. Oh wait, hold on. Alright, JJ. Yoi. Sorry about. I'm just setting up the stream. I didn't really prepare as usual. 2 minutes gone and I haven't started anything, have I? Okay, how does it look? I can't really tell. Looks okay, I think. I've got this huge canvas today. It's quite big anyway. So it's blank. I know. I've just started. I can't get this camera to stay. Also, like, I can't. Oh, fuck it. So I can't get the canvas to have like to be straight on the camera. It just it's having none of it basically. So let's have a go. I'm gonna just put some colours on here. Random colours. Just for a background thingy. So I like to start them off just to have something in the background. These acrylic inks are pretty good for getting a bit of base colour on the background. Oh, fuck. They're abstract to start with. Sorry if on the camera I'm constantly pulling up my pants because my elastic's gone in my underpants, so I'll be constantly like pulling up my trousers. Slow beginnings, innit? Slow to start, but just getting some colours on here. Colours on the canvas. Lots of colours. What it is, the canvas is like, what the hell's that there? Oh, it's a TV. There's a TV behind the canvas which is like pushing into it, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. Don't want that to happen. Yo, 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 yo. Put a bit of yellow on there as well. I don't know if anyone has any suggestions what you want me to paint, just let me know. So far I'm just making a mess. I need input. I'm just making a Jackson Pollock at the minute. I'll get that chat up on the other computer. Oh no, it's just messed it up. Just fucked it up, that, innit? Well, we've got a background colour anyway. It's greeny mostly. Green and green. If you like green, this is the painting for you. Tree with a face, but a subtle face, so when you look at it you're not sure you're seeing a face or not. Yeah, alright then. You just get this. There's some nice paint effects in there. Probably not showing up on the camera. It looks, every time I watch these streams back I realise the way the camera shows the painting, it looks completely different to how it should really look IRL. So I'm just going to move the camera around. I'm trying to get the camera straight, but it just won't go. So if it's a bit wonky, it'll be annoying. It'll annoy me throughout the whole stream, but I don't really know how to fix it. Okay, tree. I've got some new paints. New brushes, loads of white paint because I always run out of that. Brushes. Okay, so let's open these up. Not prepared as usual. Alex. Hi, Alex Evans. Do you have an art gallery? Yeah, it's my spare room. There's an art gallery. Maybe if I open the curtains, I wonder if that would... How does that look with the curtains open? I've got to wait for the stream, the delay on the stream to go. It might just make it too shiny, I don't know. Makes it a bit too white, I think. I think I prefer the dim light of the room, the light in the room, which is like this tiny light. Oh god, what am I doing here? Trying to get into this massive set of paint. Acrylic starter set it is. Alright, so let's go for the basic outline of this tree then. Start with some maybe this good old brush for something big. Start big, work my way into the details. Alex, if you I don't know if you saw, I got the closest I've got to an art gallery is that video where I've done like an art paintings tour video where I just set up the paintings around my house and then walked around with a camera filming them and talking about them. That was a very brief art gallery in my house. You can go and watch that if you want. That's something. All right. I'll start with brown. Good place to start for a tree, isn't it? Brown. Where's my palette? Okay. Bum, 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 bum. So yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get this canvas done in one day. This is like 2 or 3 times the size of my normal one, so I think maybe like it'll have to be done over a couple of streams, which might be interesting in itself. I don't know how that would go, but start the tree off on this side of the canvas where I'm standing. I haven't got any background music today. I don't know if anyone has any requests. Where should we do this tree then? Start it down here. Gotta have a subtle face, so something like this maybe, and then maybe like the root system at the bottom here. Roots, bloody roots. Basic colour. I've got a big line across the where the back, like the back of the canvas is. You know where the plank goes across the back. It's just cheap canvases. These selling me my work. They're okay for these paintings. I don't know how sturdy they are though. They're always ripping at work, like because customers knock everything over constantly. We pile everything up so high on the tables that like you can't touch anything on a table without it falling over. So like all the canvases always have massive rips in them. I have to search through them for one that hasn't got a hole in. And in fact, the first streams I did were all canvases with holes in because I got them all cheap from work. So. So far, this is I don't know, tree, strings. The background looks really creamy. Now, see, I'm looking at the camera on, like, I'm looking at the picture on the stream, it looks very different to as it in real life. In real life, it looks almost like a neon green. It's like really bright coloured. The colours are always way more vivid in real life than they are on a stream. I think it's just I got quite a cheap webcam. I can't afford a nice camera. I wish I could. Maybe if I sell a painting for like 100 quid or something, someone can, like, you know, that'd be like someone investing in a camera for me. Yeah. So there's a tree. Well, no, I'm going to do the branches up top as well. I know, come on people, give me suggestions. I've only had one suggestion so far, a tree. Like 4 people have commented in the chat, and you know, I could be painting whatever your strangest desires are right now on this canvas. Don't pass up this amazing opportunity. Let's do some branches on this tree. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know what type of tree it is. Could be a gnarled oak tree. The trunk isn't very thick. Maybe it was stunted as it grew. I don't know. Nice to start off with a bit of landscaping, I guess. I don't know. It's not really a landscape, but having a bit of nature straight off the bat. You know. People saying dreamy, not creamy. Sorry. Oh yeah, I can't. I've got the camera really far away from the. I've got the like the computer screen really far away, so I can't read it properly. I need my eyes tested there probably. Dreamy. I have it on my TV. It looks bright and blue green. Oh, well, maybe it looks different on different screens. Maybe it's just the way it looks on my laptop, but it looks absolutely shit on the screen that I'm looking at. There we go, as a sort of some sort of tree in it, yeah. Yeah, it's a sort of tree. I'll pass for a tree in some circles. This camera's set up perfectly to show off my amazing physique. Pocket watch, thank you, Wormans like that. Good suggestion. So, what colour the pocket watch? I'll do it this yellowy colour, this browny colour. It'll be like a gold pocket watch eventually. I need a bigger water pot. I've got this tiny little pot that I put my water in. I wash my brushes, and like as soon as I dip my brush in, it kind of stains every other colour I put on from then on. Slightly. Oh god. I'll have to wedgie myself and pull my underpants right up to keep them from falling down inside my pyjama bottoms. Nice bit of coffee. Right, I'm going to find a brush for this. Where did I put all my brushes? I've just bought a load of brushes and I've lost them instantly. Oh, yeah. Okay. Paintbrush set, £1. Bargain. I've got fucking Sepultura in my head, I think, now. Alright, pocket watch. I think a pocket watch hanging from the branches is the only logical choice here. A pocket watch dangling from the tree. I'm way ahead of you. I didn't even see you saying that. I just thought, yeah, that's probably what you wanted, and I was correct. Okay, put it here. Pocket watch dangling from the tree. Great idea. Already these brushes are shit. £1 for like 10 brushes. Probably not the wisest investment. I spent most of the money on canvases. I wanted to have plenty of canvases to go on with. Pocket watch. I'm not sure if this is going to end up looking a bit more like a stopwatch than a pocket watch, but maybe it's the same. Could be the same sort of thing, couldn't it? Putting this paint on thick, it's going to take forever to dry to get any sort of detail in. And there you go, it's kind of, you can tell it's hanging from the tree, can't you? A pocket watch. So I've got to try and think about the face on this tree as well, so I don't really know. A very subtle face. I'm trying to look into the bits of paint that I've done and see if I can see like the beginnings of the face. I was kind of going to do it here, but I'm not too sure. See, a bit wet, too wet up here to do anymore, but I think I can start on the down here. A perplexion. Maybe this can be the nose here, this thing. This bit here, whatever I painted here. Trying to think how to do this subtle face. It's kind of difficult because the way your brain sort of interprets faces, it's like they're always really obvious. Like that's why you see faces in clouds and things, isn't it? Because your mind is like wired up to notice faces. So doing one that's like subtle is would be kind of difficult. If I do like a hole in the tree, you know, like a hole with, you know, they have knot holes or whatever they're called here. I don't know. What do you think? It's oh, you probably can't even see it because I've got my own light obscuring it on the camera. The beginnings of the tree. It's just random squiggles on there for now. Kind of looks a bit like gnarled barkley. Ooh. Actually reminds me of an illustration from a book I used to have when I was a kid that was scary, called Monstrous or something like that. And it was like a picture of this like tree man looking in through the window, and his mouth was like that. It was like this knot hole. And try and find it actually. I think I've got the book somewhere. See if we can get some detail into these. Pocket watch is still wet as fuck. Oh, I've got some food around here as well. Hold on. I know I've got food in this room. Ah, fucking T-bone steak roasters. Just think of that. They're fine, crisp these. Okay. It's hard to do the painting. I need something else to work on. Like I need something else to put in, so that while we're waiting for the stuff to dry, I can be working on something else and then come back to it. So if anyone has any other suggestions, otherwise I'm just going to stand here and eat crisps while I wait for it to dry off a bit. Enjoyable stream. sleeping bird on the tree. Fantastic packing of crisps that was. Hope you enjoyed watching me eat that. Sleeping bird. In what colour? Blue? How about a blue bird? A bird flying in its sleep. How do I... I'm trying to think, how do I convey that the bird's actually asleep though? It would just look like it's got its eyes closed. Let's have a think. Maybe I'll do a bit of red. A red bird, like a parrot maybe. Okay, let's see. Birdie, birdie, birdie. Oh fuck! Where's my brushes gone again? I need a slightly better brush this time. Slightly better, not much better. A bird flying with his eyes closed. But how would you know the bird was asleep and not just mid-blink? Maybe I just make it look serene and peaceful. Sort of, you know. Let's have a go. Let's have a think. Where does it? How do its wings go? Like this? Like that, maybe? Bird of prey. Bird of prey. It's just shit. These brushes are absolute crap. I don't know why. Don't know why I bought such cheap brushes when I was complaining last time about the brushes being shit. Just thought I'll get some new ones. Let's pay the least amount of money possible for a set of brushes, and surely they'll be better quality. That's not a bird, is it? Look at that. It looks like a devil. Another mystery face in the tree. Yeah, I could do another one. Like the bark is just got weird faces all over it. How do birds' wings go? I don't. I'm kind of not really sure if I'm doing this right. It doesn't look to me like a bird. It looks more like an insect. Flying fish. Like last painting, flying fishes. I don't know. I'll have to look at some birds in flight, get them wings looking properly, because I don't know what that's meant to be. Now in it, it's nothing good. I'm sure it'll look better once we add a bit more detail to it. bit of shading and stuff. Another mystery face in the tree. Where can we put that one? CJ and Lindsay, squirrel in the tree flipping the bird to the bird. Okay. Oh God! Right. Let's just try and. I don't know why I'm going to do this other face. Let's do that squirrel. I'll do it in orange. Oh, you mean it's a mystery whether the bird's asleep? I see what you mean. Okay, I get you. I'm trying to figure out where best to place the squirrel. I think if I put it on just up here. Just up here, flying high. Damn, these brushes are just not very good at all. Why did I buy them? I'm not painting a million squirrels, don't be silly. I don't think I'd be able to fit. I couldn't fit 35 candles on my last painting. There's no way I could fit a million squirrels on this one. Alright, so squirrel flipping the bird to the bird. I don't really know what a squirrel's body looks like. It's a very, very cartoony looking squirrel, this. His legs will be like here, you know. I don't know if that's what squirrels' legs look like, but I'm just doing sort of vaguely rodent-like legs. You know, rodenty. And then let's do his arm coming out. His little squirrel hands. Flipping the bird. Squirrels have little tufty ears, don't they? Little tufty ears and then big massive bushy tails in the back. No, that line's false. That line's incorrect. Big bushy tail. I don't know. It's going behind a branch. Squirrel Nutkin. Tufty. The Tufty Club suddenly got a lot more edgy. His other hand's probably just hanging down by his side. A squirrel gently bit the tip of your fingernail. I don't believe it. Was it testing to see if you had a nut in your hand? I'll never see it. Like, the only time I've ever seen really like brave squirrels that come up to people is when I was in London. For some reason, the squirrels there are like way more brave than in the rest of the country. It was like Hyde Park or something, and they just like come right up to you, they like stand on a fence and just like look at you as if they knew you were going to give them some food. It's probably just been acclimatized to people over many years of being in a a place with a lot of tourists and stuff. Oh. How does that squirrel look? I don't know. It's coming. It's all right, isn't it? Got a bit of a shape of a squirrel there. It'll get going. Still can't do anything on that clock face. Still too wet. The paint. Oh, bit of coffee. Bit more coffee. Oh, St. James's Park. That actually might be where I was. Is it right next to like oh, what is it? It was by Buckingham Palace or something. By some royal place anyway. There was loads of like regalia going on, but there was really tame squirrels. Right in front of Palace, yeah, that's where I was. That's weird. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen like really tame squirrel. Must be the same place. Oh yeah, CJ. I think I've seen CJ and Lindsay. I think I've seen the squirrels on your videos. Crows is what I've always wanted to raise. Like, or like just like befriend a crow in some way, or like a raven or a jackdaw or something, because I think they're like really friendly creatures, aren't they? I mean, they're a bit evil, but I think they have the capacity to like, for appreciation. Like if you feed like a little sparrow or something, they don't really know that you're doing something to help them. Like, they don't know that you're actually feeding them. They just think they're stealing food off you. Whereas I think with crows, they can like learn that you're actually you're not there to kill them. You're actually there to you actually want to feed them, and they can like appreciate it in some way more than other birds. So I've always wanted to like befriend a crow. I think it might be a bad idea. I don't know if befriending wild animals is good. It might make them too tame and more likely to get hurt by other people, but it's something I've always kind of wanted to do. Because I like watching crows as well. Like, I think they're interesting creatures. What are people saying? Paint the squirrel a friend, passing him a joint. Okay then. Let me just. I'll try and remember these suggestions. Get this tree man. Get a bit more detail on the tree. I like doing this this bit. It's nice and it's kind of hard to mess up doing tree bark. I think it's like because tree bark can look however you want it to. I think so. Any random little things you do can end up looking halfway decent at least. And it doesn't matter about these crappy brushes either, because it kind of just gives a more of a textured effect than anything else. I'll do the subtle face. You don't know if it's a face or not a face. It could be there, it could be intentional, it could be pareidolia. Who knows? It's a mystery for anyone who looks at it. An intriguing mystery. People saying here, yeah, bird friends and baby squirrels. Watch CJ and Lindsay's videos. You might get some tips. Although I think they live in, don't you live in like on a farm in like the middle of nowhere, in like among nature. And that's probably the best setting if you want to have lots of animal friends. Bring out some of these branches a bit. Get a bit of light on them. Ah, yeah, I bet that's if you have people who cut down trees who bring you the animals, it's probably an easy way to get hold of them, I suppose. I used to do some volunteer work where we'd go like into woodlands and stuff and like cut back like trees, like not chop them down, but just like cut them back, like cut back a lot of like the I don't know what you call it, like the brush the undergrowth, where it was like choking out other bits of wildlife, and I just hated the idea of like chopping into another animal or something, or like destroying some creature's home. But it was like it was meant to like benefit the wildlife in the end. Like, you know, the idea was to make the habitat more diverse, but I just hated the idea of like stomping into this undergrowth and just like trashing the place, and the animals not understanding why we were there or what we were doing. Okay. There goes a bit of texture on the tree. Almost dipped my paintbrush in my coffee there. Okay, another squirrel passing a joint to his friend. Where is that gonna go? Which branch? I reckon like, I don't know. It's difficult to think where to put it. Put one here somehow up on the. I don't know if that would work. Let's try though. Let's give it a go. Put one. Just go for it. Just go for it. If I spend too long deliberating about it, I'll bottle it. I won't be able to. Just put them on this branch here. Looks a bit like a bug at the minute. Okay, so that's the guy passing the joint. To his big ass tail coming down. As someone who actually knows something about squirrels, I feel a bit sort of under pressure to make them look like proper squirrels. But they are red squirrels, these, rather than the grey squirrels, the invasive grey squirrels, which I like them. People don't like them in this country because they've like invaded and pushed out all the native red squirrels. But I still like a grey squirrel as well. Looks like a scorpion's tail, that, doesn't it? Not to worry. We'll get it. We'll get it looking like a squirrel. He's kind of just laying on that branch, handing a bifter down to his friend. Okay. Maybe I'll put a bit more in this branch. that branch a little bit longer, so we know he's standing on a branch and not just. I don't know what I'm doing. That'll do. Yeah, I said it at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to keep repeating it through the video for new visitors. I'm going to be pulling up my kecks a lot of the time through this video, through this stream, because the elastic's going, and if I don't, then I'll be mooning the camera. So if you see me adjusting my pants constantly, I haven't got crabs or anything. It's just, you know, my pants falling down. How'd you like my personalised PG Tips mug? Okay, parrot or whatever that bird is needs to dry a bit. I don't know why this brown colour's taking so long to dry. That is just annoying me now. I need something else to put in. Like, I need to have multiple things to work on as I'm going to ensure that. Yeah, well, I don't know. I can't be asked finishing that sentence. Blah blah blah. The end. Okay, let's get a bit of black on the go. My art teachers always scared me off using too much black because they said it like draws out the colour from other, like it makes other colours look dull when it's put next to things, and also like in like when you look at something, there isn't ever really like true black. The only, like, if you like looking at someone's face, the only place where it is like true black is in the pupils of their eyes. So if you put black elsewhere and then when you do the pupils, they won't look right because I don't know, something the end. But I ignore that, basically, that advice. I think it's fine, especially when I'm painting this sort of cartoony style. I think black is fine. Try and be subtle with this black though. Don't put too much in because I'm guessing everything's going to have a big outline of black anyway, because that's what I always do at the end of the painting. Try and make it look as somewhat decent. Some of these. cross-hatching. I don't know if that's effective or not, but not to worry. I don't know if this face might be too unsubtle now. Is this? What do you think? Does it? Can you see the face in there? And is that? Is it too obvious that it's a face? I know you wanted it subtle. I don't know if that's mission accomplished or not, but that's kind of how it emerged. That's how the face emerged from this. Doing a bit of sort of shading down the one side. Maybe I should have started off with just a dark brown rather than the black, but it's not to worry. You see it, but it's subtle. So I was going for, like, that's the mouth, that's the nose. It's got the big old nose, and then there's like two little sort of shadowy eyes there. Maybe if I put a bit of shadow down here as well. Like, try and get this knothole looking sort of alright. Oh, oh. Shading on these down here. No, I don't think I've ever painted trees properly before, like detailed like this. Maybe I painted, like, I know I've painted trees on videos before, where, like, just in the background and stuff, but I don't think I've ever done like a big old tree like this. It's quite enjoyable, really. I see why people get into painting these sort of things, like landscapes and stuff, nature scenes. I've always been a bit, sort of felt like I couldn't really do it justice, you know, painting nature. I guess it's alright when I'm doing it like this style, sort of a cartoony looking image. Don't have to worry about capturing the essence of something. It's no Turner, is it? Do 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 do. Bam, 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 bam. Get the painting done. I think that clock face might be ready. Let's see. A bit more shading. Need something. I don't know what. Something here. This is a problem area. This thing here. Don't know what to do with this area. Doom doom. I think it looks great. Thank you. Looks better in person, honestly, than it does on the camera. Okay, so let's try and get on with this. Just painting on my arm here to get rid of the paint. Oh yeah, clock face. Clock face. Clock face. Spider web. Spider web. Oh yeah, here. Like spider web here. But you know, if I painted a spider web, I'd really want it to go here. I think here, you know, that would be the perfect place for a spider web. That's just me, you know. Get this clock face anyway. I don't think I've ever cleaned this palette. It's just got like multiple dried paint built up on top of it, which kind of makes it confusing to mix my colours up because I can't really see which bits are wet and which bits are dry sometimes. Okay, let's get a load of white on here. I'll do this. Clock face. Clock face. pocket watch. Get this going. Oh, I don't know about this. Don't know if I've got it right. You know, it looks more like an egg than a clock face. I'm gonna have to paint it on thick, and then it's gonna take an hour to dry as well. So I won't be able to actually do any detail on the clock face, but at least I've got the shape of it in. Fuck it, that'll do. That'll do. We've got a face on that clock. Oh, hiya Scott. I didn't see you come in there. Can you... Oh, bird's nest. That'd be good. Hiya Tuna Army. Yeah, bird's nest might do. I don't know. It looks... I don't know. I could do a bird's nest though, you know. Can you paint Phil peeking from behind the tree? Yeah, that'd be good. I don't know if I'll capture Phil's essence completely, but you know, I don't know if I capture his beauty, you know, in all its beauty, but I can do that. On Alsatian, I don't know what an Alsatian looks like. I mean, I vaguely know, but I'd have to look up a picture online. Bit late today. Who's a bit late? Me, you. Usually you're the first in on the stream. Phil. Very disappointed. Make me look thin, please. Of course, Phil. I'll make you look as handsome as you are in real life, which is extremely. I might go and change my water though first, so bear with me. I've got to go change the water. So yeah, this is a big canvas I've got today. It's quite massive compared to my usual paintings. So I don't think I'll get it done completely on one stream. I think this will be like a multiple stream painting, but I think then the results will be quite good from multiple streams. What you been doing, Phil? I hope it was important. I hope. Right, I'm going to change the water anyway. Oh! Why did I drop that? Carry the water carefully over the new computer. Don't trash it. What was it? Oh yeah, Alsatian. Hold on, let me have a look on the computer. I'll get a picture of an Alsatian up. Alsatian dog. Images. I see. Yeah. Very, very characteristic dog, isn't it? Cool. So I don't know. I want to paint Phil in first. I don't know why that idea tickles me. Phil peeking out from behind a tree. It'll be a very unflattering picture actually, Phil, because basically I can't paint people. You'll have seen on my painting of what you call him, raw garlic, that it just came out looking like a big potato-headed man, because he had like a massive big face, which he doesn't look like in real life. So yeah, I imagine this picture will be unflattering in the same way. So just to warn you, it's probably not gonna please you that much, but I'll try my best. If it's what the fans want to see, of course. A masterful rendition. I'm trying to get a skin tone with the colours that I've got here, but I don't know what these colours are. They're just... I might go on dark first. So this is a weird colour I've got here. I'm trying to mix up a nice skin tone, Phil skin tone, but I don't think it's very successful. Let's try just mixing it with this loads of white here. See how that goes. That's a bit more like it. Bit more like it. It's kind of a mildly pink colour that passes for skin tone in my grey hair. Remember, I'm going to do your hair pure white because that's how it looks on the camera. Where to put him? Just a little sneaky Phil. Just little. I'm just going to do him small down here. Little round head. I know it's not the shape of your head, Phil. I just, you know. Yeah, I'm only little. Okay, good. Well, oh God, I gotta crouch down to get down here. Get this Phil rendition. Sleepy owl. A sleepy owl peeking out from behind the tree. His little hands holding on as he peers out. I'll do a top. I don't know what sort of top to put on you though. Like I want to put the top on so you know, yeah. Just do a bit of a bottom of a neck there, and then your body will go down this way. But I've put it in a different colour, so that pink. The hands are a bit small actually. I might do a bit small compared to your head. It makes your head look gigantic, which, you know, it's not what I'm going for really. I wasn't meant to do it like that. It's just I'm not really good with proportions. Wait, let's have a look. Little blue top for Phil, I think. You look like Carl Pilkington. I know, just a little round head at the minute. Not, like I say, not flattering. I apologise in advance. Do 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 do. The beginnings of Phil. Let's get a. He looks like a little elf or something there. So an Alsatian dog, I think, will look good. We're just like in the middle here, but there's nothing there yet. So definitely needs something there. I need another coffee. I might have to go and get some more. You reckon I would make a good poker player? I don't think so. I would. I don't think I'd be very good at holding my nerve. My gambling vice is scratch cards. I've got some birthday money, so I bought myself. I splashed out and got myself one of them 10 quid scratch cards. I'm won 20 quid on it. So that was. You know, I don't buy them loads, like, but I buy them now and then when I feel like it. Hold on, I'm trying to get my picture of an Alsatian up here. God damn it! I'm trying to get it small on the screen so I can see the chat at the same time. Okay, so there's a picture of an Alsatian. I'm just going to paint the picture that's on the screen right now. On the. Let's get that big. Good. an Alsatian picture. Let's paint the Alsatian. This brown colour again. Good start to an Alsatian. What's it called? Ochre yellow. Tell you what, my favourite poker hand is 2 fingers in, like that. 3 fingers sometimes too much. 1 finger not enough, but 2 fingers just about right. I find. Okay, watch this Alsatian. Watch this. Watch this for a masterful Alsatian. Wow. Gotta get the ears right, because that's like the it's like the most distinctive bit of the dog, isn't it? Crap. I fucked it up. I think I can save it though. Oh god, I'm getting stressed because I can't paint this dog properly. It might look like a completely bodged Alsatian, which will be funny in itself, but it'll stress me. It'll stress me because I'm painting something wrong. How long is it back? It's like maybe I've done it too. Should be like that more. Doesn't matter. Let's get its body. His face is like whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, I'm an Alsatian. Honestly. Don't worry about his face for now, okay? Don't look at that. That's not how it's supposed to look. There's a lot of poker chat going on in the chat there. I don't understand a word of it. It's like when people start talking about football, I'm just like, brain switches off. That's what it's like for old people when you start talking about technology. It's just like do 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 in their heads. They just can't process it. It's like maybe football chat, and as I've just discovered, poker chat. I think it's starting to look a bit more like a Rottweiler than a Alsatian. I think maybe I've done the legs a bit too short as well. Damn it. Might have to extend them or just have a short legged Alsatian. God, it's got a sexy butt. How far back's that leg? His leg goes like and back, right back in a buffalo stance. His tail's peeking out. I'm doing it like exactly as it is on the picture here. There's his tail sort of peeking behind there, and then kind of like his other leg. Right here. Say it's a puppy. Yeah, it could be. I just say it's a baby. It's a little babby dog. Hopefully no Alsatian fans will come and look at this. I've just discovered that I wouldn't make a career, you know, them people who paint people's pets for them and they make like amazing renditions of their pets that look just like them. Yeah, I don't think I'd make a career doing that, but as far as a silly painting like this goes, it's fine. Let's just do it in. I think once I get the colours on the dog, like the different colours, the dark browns and the whites, it'll look a lot more like an Alsatian than it does right now. It's just you've got to get the outlines in. It's always difficult to get it looking right when you do that. Get the big brush on the go. Oh, now he's doing a wee. Now the dog's weeing down the canvas. can I see the photo? I don't know. Oh, hold on. I'll have to move the laptop because I've got it on a laptop on the side here. Let me just get the outline in, and then I'll try and get the picture. Oh, stop dripping. Lots of animals in this picture, isn't there? Very, very animal centric. It looks like a corgi now, but I assure you it will look not too bad once the colours are in. Once we got it all done, it might look a bit weird now. It might look like a short-legged corgi dog, which is like the furthest away you could get from an Alsatian, really. I think. It's Scooby-Doo. Hold on, let's get the picture up so you can see the outline. Oh man. Can we see that? Don't know, I'm trying to not knock everything over my laptop, but you kind of get the idea, don't you? It's going to be sort of, you know, it'll get there. Just wait for it to dry a bit. This bird needs some love. Would it be wrong to have someone riding the dog? I don't think it'd be wrong. Let's get a bit of bird action going. I'm gonna have to go and get myself a drink though in a bit. A tiny miniature policeman riding the dog. I could do that, like, could do. It's maybe possible. Try and get a bit of love on the bird first. And get his beak. Still haven't decided what kind of bird it's going to be. Just maybe like a parrot. It's probably the most. Oh, I hate yellow. You know what? Adding yellow to paintings never comes out good. I mean, yellow is like one of my favourite colours actually, but when I paint with it, it just. Yeah, it always sounds like a better idea than when I actually start, and then it's like, oh, why do you have to be yellow? Why do you have to go on in such a thin, yellowy manner? I think I've done the wing. I think the wings need to be a bit different. Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of see where I've made the mistake with the wings. Actually, I'm looking at it completely. I'm looking at, that was supposed to be the wing, wasn't it? But I'm actually looking at like it's the tail now. think I might change it round. I might completely flip this bird. Flip the bird. So now this is the wing. So it's two wings are here, and then this can be the tail. We'll just spread that out. A complete change in perspective for the bird. Now I've completely messed it up, haven't I? What did I do that for? That was wrong. That was a wrong decision. But it is my painting style. Make the mistake and then try and fix it. Don't try and get it right first time. Just try and fix the mistakes that you do along the way. I don't think it's a very good technique to paint in, but... Oh, now look at that. Oh! Why have I done this bird? Fuck. When I was younger, I wanted to paint my room purple. My mum wouldn't let me. I wanted to paint my room black when I was a teenager, when I was a goth. I keep looking at this bird and it keeps like changing direction. Like I can't decide which part I want to be the wing and which part I want to be the body. I mean the tail. Like maybe that would be better as the closer wing, and there's the wing, and then the tail going off this way. Oh, I just don't know really. No, I'll stick with how I've done it now. I don't know about this tail. I think maybe it's... Maybe I've done... I think I've just... The tail looks too much like a fish tail, doesn't it? That's the problem. Let's do a nice long bird tail. Better. Told you he was going to be mysterious, yes. He is mysterious. And I haven't even done his eyes yet, his closed eyes. Maybe I just need to be bolder with this bird. I think I started out a bit too hesitant, and then the problem is now, oh, it just doesn't look, it never looks right, no matter what I do. I'll have a look at a picture of a bird in flight. Look at the image of it. Okay, I see what I need to do. So to worry anymore. We have a plan. Mistakes can be made. It's fine. It's how we deal with the mistakes. Do we give up, or do we keep at it until it's done? Still doesn't look right. No need to worry though. I think it's just this wing here needs to be just massive. Like it just needs to have like a massive wingspan. I think what it is the wing on one side doesn't look quite right. The wings just keep getting bigger and bigger as I'm doing it. I think maybe if we just did a bit of like this. No. It's bugging me. Please go right for me. Mysterious bird of wonders. I'll come back to him. I think maybe I'm overworking it. It's just because I'm getting stressed out with it, and then I'm just sort of plonking more and more paint on the guy, and he's just not playing ball really. I think maybe. Oh, hiya Savage Henry, how's it going? Turn him into a firebird. Oh, hiya Plant Vibes. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat because I've got obsessed with that bird. Birds, trees and Alsatians. I think it looks okay now. Not too bad. It'll get a bit more detail on there, and it'll start to look okay. I think I might need to go and make a coffee in a minute as well. So if you've got any suggestions, just leave them in the chat. I'll try and get to them. I'm think while I wait for some bits to dry off a bit, and I'll go and make myself a quick coffee. And I'll be back in like 2 minutes. So there we go. I mean, you can just enjoy looking at the paint in here, watching paint dry, literally. Make the background a beautiful beach. That's a good idea. That's a bit weird. It'd be weird, wouldn't it? Because there's a tree on a beach. What are you painting today? Yeah, there's a tree here, a squirrel. There's a bird here which is flying. It's going to be asleep and flying for some reason. There's a squirrel up here who's flipping the bird to the bird, and there's another squirrel who's passing a joint to his friend squirrel here. There's a pocket watch hanging from the tree. There's an Alsatian, and there's Scar just there, peeping over the tree. And yeah, let's try and I'll put a bit of a beach in there. Just get myself a coffee. Oh. More yellow than I can handle. Mix it with a bit of that burnt umber colour. And we'll get that. This brush retains so much water. Okay, so how about this beach then? Let's just kind of I'm trying to think here how best to do it. Just do a bit of a line, but have it like, oops. Slap on a bit of colour. I do like when I get the horizon in, because I don't know. I like adding a bit of structure to these. There's the figures all kind of float around in this formless void until you get a bit of background in, and then it kind of just places them all in a location. You can see it's not just a load of random things plunked together. It's actually a space where they all occupy the same space. And I know all these paintings I do, they end up kind of looking very similar. It's like, you know, they've got a very definitive style to them, which I've never painted in like this style before. Really, it's only really emerged from doing the live streams. I think it's because the needing to paint what people suggest, but at like a decent speed. You know, I can't just spend hours just painting everything perfectly. Kind of get this weird sort of half cartoon style, and yeah, getting them all placed in a location always looks better, I think. I'll just put on this background a bit roughly for now. It'll be I don't know, just a suggestion of a beach for now. We'll get it more detailed. You know the deal by now. I'm sure you've seen plenty of my streams. Plonk the paint down messily, and then try and sort of repair it later on when I actually start getting down to the nitty gritty. That's when the paint starts to come alive, really. Beach with a tree on. What a bizarre thing. Wouldn't really make sense, would it? A tree like that anyway. Sort of an oak tree. Hey, by gum. I'm using up all my paints here. Bought new paints and I've used them all up nearly. Artesians love beaches. Good. Well, they should be in his element then, won't he? He or she. Another reason why these paintings look quite cartoony is because I don't spend a lot of time blending my colours. A lot of it's just straight out the tube and onto the canvas. So everything comes out looking like proper, like, you know, like blocks of colour rather than a lot of nice blending. Which, again, it gives it a very unique sort of look, but it's only really because of the nature of doing these live streams that this style has emerged, really. I do kind of like the style. It's you can see the brush strokes a lot of the time. Like, you can see the work because it's just slapped on haphazardly and then painted on top of, and you know, I like in paintings where you can see the process, I guess. So that doesn't sound too pretentious. Around the dog's legs. They're not quite dry enough, so I don't want to go up too close to him because it'll start mixing in with the background colour, and then you won't be able to distinguish the dog from the background. Phil over here. Phil loves beaches as well, I imagine. He does in this scenario. He loves beaches. Sorry if when I'm painting I'm kind of covering, like my shoulder and stuff is covering up what I'm painting. It's just I can't really get the camera in a good position where I can paint and not cover, like, block with my body, because I'm only in a little tiny room, like the back room, and there's not much space, so I'm always like coming in front of the camera. I don't think it matters that much. I don't think people are like watching avidly every move. I think people just, these are the kind of streams where people like tune in, have a look, have a bit of a chat, and then come back a bit later to see how it's getting on. You know, I do that with a lot of streams as well, like, you know, just tune in and out. And if it's not like one of them streams where people are having like a debate or something, it's just random, like, chatting and whatever. People come and go because it goes on for so long, and it's, you know, lends itself to that kind of interaction, I suppose. Does that look alright? Oh, I gotta get down here. It'll be a bit more finely put in. We'll get that, and then what we'll do to really complete the scene, get around Phil here. Phil, don't get in the way, please. We want to get around you closely. Philly at the beach, having lots of fun, peeping round a tree. No, 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 no. I don't know what the next line is. But there's the beginnings of a little song about Phil peeping behind a tree at the beach. Monging out, watching you on a big TV, smoking a reefer and drinking tea. It's calm entertainment. Could. What if the dog was gazing into a wormhole? It could be. I'll let me just put something on here. Hold on, wait. Let me just get some, because I'm trying to get this beach. Just remind me, like if I forget that. That's a good suggestion. I don't know how I would do it, but coming together, innit? Coming together, sort of. What I want to do is have a bit of. Really need some kind of better blue than this. Let's see. Let's get a bit of blue there, and then a bit of white. Brush is not coming clean, so sod it. It can stay like that. It does not get washed today. Let's try with this brush. It's a bit shitty. Bloody brushes that I've got, crap. Bought a yerba mate cup off eBay. Nice. I haven't drank yerba mate in ages because the cup I had cracked, and the other one I had, which was metal, it wouldn't be able to crack, but it was wood inside and it went all mouldy. And I tried cleaning it out and then just never worked. So yeah, I haven't drank it. I used to love yerba mate, man. Well, nice. I've got loads of it still, but I just haven't drank it because I haven't got any way of sensibly consuming it. I guess I could just make it into a cup of tea or something, couldn't I? Okay, so here we go. Oh, almost slopped that on the entire thing there. Oh, and we're covering that. I just realised we're covering that line. I'm not obeying any laws of thirds here with this background. But it's right across the middle. Subconsciously, I chose that plank of wood that's going across the back of the painting, so we get to cover it up and also get a straight line. nice sea, a nice seascape in the background. Sorry for not talking. I gotta start concentrating. Colours are nice. Thanks. Yeah, it's come together nicely. I do like the colours in these paintings. Like I say, a lot of it is just through necessity of me slapping on colours as fast as I can, straight out of the pot. Look, there's a sea. There's a sea. Does that look like a sea? Does that look like a beach? Does it look like a dog at the beach? For now, that's how it'll look. I think maybe these squirrels need a little bit of action as well. Kind of been neglecting the squirrels. I might actually look up a picture of a squirrel just to make sure I'm getting them right. They are going to be kind of cartoony looking, anthropomorphized, but you know, I want to just get like a bit of, I don't know, red squirrel. There we go. Pictures, images. Oh, I see how they look. Little white bellies, little brown and orange tops, and Satanly black eyes. Okay, good. Oh, it's how am I going to do that? I'll get a bit of black on the go. We'll get the sort of outline of how I want them to look. I'm just sort of looking at pictures of them to see. Bit of white first on their belly. A little bit of black. I can't decide. I can't decide, man. I did get some nice brushes as well. Some better ones. I think they're better anyway. They're kind of slight detail brushes and stuff for getting into the fine details. Yeah, they're a little bit better. These brushes, we have to get a slightly higher quality result with these. Ooh. A little bit of water, a little bit of black paint. Trying not to stand right in the way, but I can't really help it. Let's have a look at a squirrel's face. Oh, I see. Eyes on the side of the head, of course, to look out for predators. Glassy, dead eyes. I think I'll need to do a bit of I don't know, something to make the eyes look a bit less scary. His little face, his little tiny face with his little nose here. Little nose. It's their mouth that's hard to get, isn't it? Because it's like goes like this, doesn't it? Sort of back a bit. I didn't really plan out the squirrel's face very well. And then little legs. How does his legs look? Little red squirrel. Nice, this brush actually. It's very fine. How do their tails look? Really cute squirrel, thanks Plant Vibes. Get him, I think he'll look better when there's a bit more detail put in, but I'm just looking at pictures of a squirrel on there. Trying to get his little tufty ears. I don't really know if that's successful, but I think you can tell it's a squirrel, so it doesn't matter if it looks like a proper squirrel. It could just be just say, oh, it's just a imaginary squirrel. And then how does his hand? His hand is like okay. Hands are just the worst. I can never do hands. Never been able to. Always been my downfall. See, I don't know. Fuck it, that'll do. Squirrels have beautiful eyes. I know that they're beautiful eyes. It's just the way they've got to be painted on this. It's like they're coming out looking like dead eyes. They're just like black circles, and I think I need to do something to them to make them look a bit more alive. You know. Little friend up here. Little friend for him, as suggested. This guy's eyes are a little bit sort of half closed. Get the outline of him. More detail to come, but for now it looks not too bad, I think. Got some life in the squirrels at least. I still think the tail looks a bit weird on this one, but not to worry about that too much. Is that squirrel laying on the branch? Yeah, he's kind of like, sort of like he's comatose almost, just sort of hanging over the edge of it. Trying to think what to do with the next. I think maybe just get a bit of Get Phil painted in a bit more. It looks like that's dried off. And I'll do a bit more on the Alsatian. Crouch down for a bit. Oh, Christ. So, am I covering over the... I'm probably covering up. Oh, fuck's sake. Almost knocked everything over there. I'm trying to remember how Phil's hair looks. I can't really be bothered standing up again to look at the picture on the computer. I'll just do it from memory. I can remember Phil's head quite well, you know. So yeah, white hair. You won't be able to see it on the camera, but it's just the base for his white hair. White hair of a man who's seen too much. He's seen too much, he hasn't seen enough. Put some different flecks of colour in there, but it's just the outline of his head. I don't know if I'm doing him justice, you know. No, probably not. Let's get a picture up, so we'll go. Get a picture of, I'm going to go to Phil's channel and have a look at his videos. And I can see him in all his beauty. There he is. Oh, you know what? I need to do that hoodie on you, don't I? That red hoodie. I think that's quite... Alright. Well, let's get your hair in. I can see a picture of you now. A bit more. It's not when you've had your hair just shaved. It's how you're looking on your most recent video, I think. Just I don't think I'm getting you right, you know, Phil. I feel like I feel like a lot of pressure to paint someone who, like, I know what they look like quite well. You know, I didn't feel as much pressure with Raw Garlic because I hadn't watched as many of his videos. So getting him spot on wasn't really, you know, if he didn't look like him that much, it wouldn't have bugged me as much. But because I'm quite familiar with Phil's mug, then maybe I feel a bit more pressure to get it right, and that isn't going to look right, is it? You know, the forehead's not. The forehead is. Maybe that's a bit better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it'll come together eventually. I think maybe once I get your glasses in, it'll start to look a bit more human, a bit more realistic. Just put a bit of colour in your face though. A slightly darker colour here, which isn't quite dark enough, but we'll add a bit of tone in here. What are people saying? Might go live later, you got some fruit. Ah, yes. Fuck, I just twisted badly to read that comment. I wore that hoodie when you came to see me. I don't even remember what you were wearing. I was too busy gazing into your beautiful eyes, Phil, to remember what you were wearing. I think once I get the glasses on, it'll look a bit more like you, like I say, but you had some jeans that had paint on. Yeah, every bit of clothing I've got has got paint on, I think. Paint or spunk, one or the other. I actually only ever have one pair of jeans, and I wear them until I get a massive hole in the crotch. For some reason, I always wear a hole in the crotch first out of everything on all my jeans, and then I get a new pair. A dark jacket, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get that hoodie. What colour is this? Vermilion. That might be good. Is this paint dry? It's dry enough, I think. Let's get a nice bright vermilion coloured hoodie on you. Straight out the pot as usual. No blending needed. I don't need no blending. God, am I in the way of the picture? I hope I'm not. Okay, so I'm going to do the hoodie coming right up here like this. And then we can do like your shoulders and shit. Like, well, your arm coming down. There we go. Oh fuck, fucked that up. Not to worry, not to worry. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't stress, don't stress. So we'll let that dry a bit and then come back to it. I think now I've got to give that Alsatian a bit of sexy action. Make it look more like an Alsatian than a formless corgi dog. Might have an afternoon nap. Oh man, I want to go and have an afternoon nap now. I might do it later. I've got to tidy the house up a bit when I've done with this. So probably doing these streams that'll make such a mess. And then you know, I've got to tidy up after. So I'll paint for hours and hours, and then I'll just want to go and have a nap. And how long have I been streaming for today? 2.5 hours, not too bad. Yeah, that dog's not very defiant, so let's get the dog a bit more. Ah, ooh, by God. Ooh. Got a dizzy spell standing up then. Alright, let's get this Alsatian picture back up. Where is it? Alsatian. I used to know a guy called Alsatian. Squirrels are having fun. Wait, you said that. Wait, the chat is not refreshed. Ah, there we go. Sorry, the chat hadn't refreshed for some reason on my laptop, even though it had on the other computer. Okay. Oh, time to do a bit of Alsatianing. I think this dark colour here, which I haven't yet used. But the dogs are almost black. I don't know. Maybe I should mix a bit of black with this colour to give a more realistic effect. Be a very dark colour, this. Like a dark, ooh, I don't know what to call it, dark chocolate almost. But on the picture it looks just like jet black, so I don't know whether it'll be correct or not. Ooh, it does look good actually. That does look quite good, and it's not pure black, so it passes the test. I'm gonna go watch Kingdom later. Kingdom. I got my DVD box set of Kingdom through the post yesterday. I've been watching that. Lars von Trier's Kingdom. Amazing. I've already got this first season on DVD, but I had to buy it again because you couldn't buy the second season on its own. You had to buy the first and second season together. So now I've got 2 copies of the first season on DVD. If anyone hasn't seen that, it's this really messed up, I don't know, it's kind of like a dark comedy, I guess, set in a hospital. Danish is. There's like an opening to hell underneath it, and there's all this crazy shit going on. Udo Kier, I think his name is, the actor, is in it. And you see him like getting birthed from this woman's vagina. You see his face coming out right there last episode. It's fucked up. I seem to remember in the second episode there's always like satanic rituals going on in the basement of the hospital and stuff. The Lars von Trier thing, yeah. Must have watched the first season loads of times, and the second season I've only ever seen like really late at night showing on TV here, and like I haven't ever watched it all the way through. So I'm excited to. I'm working my way through the first season again, and then I'm gonna go on to the second season, which will probably be quite a new experience. I don't remember much of it. Okay, so dog's ears. Roughly get them in. Roughly getting them in. Let's try and get the face. It's hard to get the face right. Really, never really painted dogs very much, so There's the one with the guy who's all long and messed up. Yeah, there's always like a picture on there. Oh, Fibonacci's Feast. Hi, how's it going? Can you tell what breed of dog this is? Just wondering, because I don't know whether it's going to be obvious to anyone looking at the video. Just intrigued to see what people think of the dog. What they think what kind of breed it looks like. Yet, at the moment, needs more work, but I don't know yet whether it looks like what I want it to look like. I have a crush on Lars von Trier. I think I've only ever seen him like at the end of End of Kingdom. He comes on in like a suit with a bow tie and talks about the episode. But apart from that, I'm not really familiar with what he looks like. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. I've seen what's that one where the woman cuts a clit off in the middle of the movie? They'll go into the woods and then there's all this fucked up shit happens and the woman cuts her own clitoris. That's the most memorable bit in that movie. It's fucked. Antichrist, yeah, that's the one. I like that one. Dancer in the Dark as well. I think I've got that on DVD. I only watched that once. It made me cry so much that I never watched it again. But that was a good movie. Does that dog look alright? I think it looks okay. It looks a bit more like a tough dog than a whatever the hell it was. It looked like a corgi before this. Pretty good just eating spaghetti and tuna. Oh man, that's what I want now. Have you got sweet corn with it? Spaghetti, tuna and sweet corn, mayonnaise. One of my favourite combinations. Or just tuna and sweet corn, I don't know why it is. It just goes together. It's like the best food combination. Like tuna and sweet corn in a sandwich. Amazing. Dog looks good, thanks Scar. I remember crying a lot at the end of Dancer in the Dark. Yeah, that's my memory of it really. Just being like heartbreaking. You don't have sweet corn with your tuna. Get out of this chat room right now then. Go and put some sweet corn on it. Or don't. I don't know. Not everyone likes sweet corn. Bit of a weird looking dog, isn't it? I wish I could get the camera straight. It seems to be leaning more and more as time goes on. Yeah. Get a bit. What else can we get on here? This is the most sensible painting to date. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Although this squirrel's going to have a big fat joint in his hand because that was a request, and this one is putting his middle finger up, so it's not completely sensible. But so far there isn't any like flying shit and black people being lynched and swastikas and turds going down slides and people getting fucked up the arse by octopuses. But give it time. I think, you know. It's like I say, this is going to be done over multiple streams. I'm not going to finish it today, so who knows what kind of audience we'll get on a future stream. It won't all be as sensible as the people here today. Right, let's get I don't want to look at that parrot. It's annoying me too much. Just think he looks not very good. And I know if I fix it up, it'll look okay, but I don't want to go near it. I want to ignore it for as long as possible. Okay, let's get Phil on the go again. Let's get a bit more Phil action, because that's what we all want to see, really. I think if I get your glasses in first hand, that would, I think when people with glasses, if you get the glasses right, you don't even need to worry about making them look accurate. You just put the glasses on them, and then just pretend that's them. People will go, oh, I see the likeness. You kind of trick people into thinking it's a good picture just because the glasses are right. So let's try that. Since you were talking films right now, have you watched the German film Der Hauptmann? I've never heard of it. What's that about? Let's get Phil face. Come on, Phil. Don't let me down now, Phil. With your face. I'm just scared to commit. Hold on. I've got to get a bit more stable. I'm scared to commit to this because once I start painting these glasses, they've got to be done perfectly. Okay, let's do. Oh, my hand's shaking. I'm so nervous. Oh, get these distractions out of the way. I've gone a bit too. So I'll put a bit of a black mark there that wasn't meant to be there. I'm gonna have to fix that. Somebody's. I don't think I've got the glasses quite right here. It doesn't need to be spot on perfect. Like, you can tell what I'm going for, I think, but I just don't want to. I think maybe they needed to be a bit bigger, but it doesn't matter. Look a bit more nerdy than real life, so I don't know. It doesn't matter, does it? Get the Ray-Bans right. Come on, Phil's face. So Der Hauptmann is a new black and white film about Willy Herold. I don't know who that is. The man deserted the Wehrmacht, found the Hauptmann's uniform while he was hunted. Basically, he got more and more into his pretend role. He killed almost 200 people and was executed in my hometown. Sounds interesting. I don't know anything about that, but I'll look into it. I don't think I've seen many German films. Actual German films. I'm trying to think of any that I've watched. Oh, I did actually. I watched one recently. It was called... Oh, it was like I think it was German. Anyway, it was like a found footage type of horror film. I really like found footage horrors. This one was average. I had good moments, but it wasn't amazing. But these people like go into a castle, and they've got their cameras set up and they're gonna film, and then there's like something in there with them, and there's like really creepy moments where there's like this cellar door in the kitchen, and they keep hearing like banging coming from the other side of it, but it's like locked, and I don't know, it kind of descends into just typical horror territory as it goes on, but it does have some really like creepy moments with like things like that, like the cellar door banging away in the night and stuff like that. Can't remember what it was called, but it was good. Well, it was good in moments. Parts of it were good. Probably worth watching if you haven't got anything else to watch, I suppose. Watched I don't know if you've ever seen a film called The Witch, but like the it's like spelt like the W is like two V's, so it's like Vitch. It's like they're all talking in like oldie English style, and it's all about like superstition. It was a good film. I enjoyed that. Watched that the other night. Phil's eyes not really capturing the sparkle in them, to be honest. I think it's more like probably have to just do a bit more work on your face here, Phil. I don't think I'm getting it. I'll give you a bit of a piggy nose, which isn't really all that accurate. It's just the way you look on the video that I'm looking at now. Yeah, I like I say, Phil, I apologise for the rendition of your face here. It's not the most perfect of looks. I think what it is, I've got your face a bit too like pointed. I made you look like a pig man of some sort. Pigman Phil. Oh yeah, I apologise. It's I'll work on it. I'll get this. I'll get it right. Don't worry. I think your face needs to be more sort of like this. So just gonna. I'll come back to it. You look like something out of League of Gentlemen or something on this. Like the guy. It looks like the guy who runs the local shop in League of Gentlemen, which wasn't my intention. You don't look like that guy in real life. I think if I asked anyone like, who do you think this is, they'd say, "Oh, is it Edward from League of Gentlemen?" I think no, it's Phil. Obviously, can't you tell? Waiting for your next victim. Oh man, I feel like I feel like I've let you down with this. We'll get it right though, Phil. Don't worry. Don't worry, Phil. Don't worry. I think I'm worrying more than you, to be honest, but please don't judge me. The local shop for local people. Oh, my name's Phil Abbott. You look like a child or something. Honestly, this is why I don't do people. I don't like drawing people because there's too much pressure to get them looking right. Especially if it's a black person. For some reason, I can never get black people's faces right. And I always seem to get asked to paint Ainsley Harriott for some reason, and it's like, oh, I don't know. I can't do people very well. Try and get your hoodie looking right, at least. Phil waiting for a victim, waiting for his victims from behind a tree. Yeah, it's not right. I just need to. I think I just need to define your face a bit more and fix your nose, because I don't know why I've given you such a pig nose. Obviously, it's not how your nose looks. Maybe I just need to slightly better. We'll come back to it. Come back to it when it dries off a bit and have another go. Have another bash at that. That couldn't be more Phil. Oh, hey Tyler D, how's it going? The dog's not impressed. It looks a bit sad, doesn't it? It's like, oh. Yeah, I don't know. My tripod won't stay straight, so I'm sorry about the canvas just being at an angle. It's not at an angle in real life; it's straight, but I can't get the tripods to stand up straight, so it is tilting to one side on the picture, which is really annoying me now, but you've really captured my spirits. I hope so. I really hope that's true. So let's get a bit more. Oh. Just having a bit of coffee. Yeah, honestly, why doesn't the tripod? The tripod looks completely straight, but I just don't know why it's so tilted on the screen. Doesn't make no sense. Okay, I'm going to attack this bird with a bit of paint, bit of black paint, sort of try and define it in some way, get like an outline on it or something, so I can see where it's going. At the moment, it's a bit aimless. It needs something. I think it might need like a different colour on it or something, like blue. Like if I put a bit of blue in there, like a... Oh shit, I've got the wrong colour there. So it's like a red and blue parrot. I think maybe that would look a little bit better. But for a moment, it kind of just looks a bit strange, and it's the perspective of it. I think. I think it's this wing. I think on this side, it doesn't quite look right to me, and maybe it's his eyes as well. I think maybe just the whole thing. Should scrap him and start again if I could be bothered, which I can't. Yeah, if I get the thorn in my side. There's always something on the paint that never comes out right. It like really starts to bug the hell out of me. I think it's looking a bit better now. I've put colour on it. Well, I put a bit of dark on it to sort of define its outline a bit more. And maybe it should go like this. Whatever, we'll keep going. We'll keep going at it. Perseverance is the key to this style of painting. If it doesn't work, just keep going until it does. It's basically like no turning back. Once you've started on a bit, you've got to kind of commit to it. And then his eyes are asleep, apparently. Sleepy bird. Is it sleeping? Is it blinking? It looks like it's got his eyes open just a little bit. It doesn't quite look like it's got his eyes closed. So we'll redo those eyes a bit later on. Stupid bird doesn't work. Looking a bit better now though, I think. It's getting there. I think it just needs perseverance and skill. I don't know if I've got either of those things. Do not raspberry tube. NB Gutted Snipe, is that Assange behind the tree? It could well be. I'm glad you didn't say it looked like who I said. Well, I said before, some people will think it looks like someone else who it isn't. I'm glad you didn't say that person. I'll give you a clue as to who that is. It's somebody who is watching this video right now and has commented in the chat room. Maybe that'll give it away. How do you think Assange gets his leaks? I think there's just enough people within governments who have access to that information who think I want to leak this stuff, and then they go and do something like they did, leak it to, and like who would you leak it to other than WikiLeaks, really? I think just setting up a service where people can leak information to you is enough to get people to actually start doing it. You know, the fact that it's there in the first place, that's, you know, gets the idea in people's heads. That's how I think WikiLeaks works, anyway. God, these brushes are just terrible. These cheap brushes I got. I'm gonna try and do a bit of squirrel action here. Let me get a picture of the squirrel up on. I've got a picture of a squirrel here that I was looking at for reference. Tiny Julian. Could be Julian Assange. I don't think Julian Assange wears glasses, does he? Oops, I want a bit more scratchiness here, not that thick bit of paint there that I've just done. Trying to get the I don't think that's quite right, but he's got a little white muzzle, I suppose. And then the tails have a load of white on them as well. I guess that's for like warning. It's like magpies have like white on their wings, don't they? And when they flap them, it's like it alerts all the other magpies that something's going on. I guess it's the same with squirrels' tails. They like flick them, don't they? It's like a signal to others. And they make that weird squirrel noise where they go like that. That's how squirrels sound, isn't it? Get out of here, they say, as you walk under their trees. I've heard them. I've heard them like that. Get the fuck out of my woods, you human, they say to each other. Cans UK, how is it going? Red to see red squirrels anymore. American grey squirrels are always white about. Yeah, that's actually why I decided to do a grey squirrel, because you don't see them very often. I don't think I've ever seen a wild grey squirrel, or even one in captivity or anything. I've never. I don't think I've ever seen like an actual grey squirrel apart from in pictures, which is a bit of a shame, I guess. Nice. That's why I put one in the picture, I think. Oh, you know what I needed to do? A bit of white around the eyes. get that in later. Put a bit of shade in there. A little bit of shade on his legs and stuff. Squirrel. Picture of a squirrel here. Let's see if there's a little bit of detail under the chin. Got lots of red squirrels in Finland. Ah, man. Well, the Finns have everything, don't they? Squirrels. I don't know. I don't know anything else about Finland. I now know that they have red squirrels. How come grey squirrels haven't wiped them out there? Do you not have grey squirrels in that country? They haven't invaded your country like they have ours and wiped out the red squirrels. Or is it just the habitat is more suited to them or something? So yeah, I need a little bit of white around the eye. Like they have a little sort of pale white area around the eyes, I think. Can we have a few little crabs on the beach? Yeah. But I might have to go in a little bit, so I'll put them in like basically. But I don't think they're going to get finished this stream. Like I say, this is going to be a one where I come back to it on another stream, because the canvas is big and I don't think I've got as much time today. I'm going to go and tidy the house and just do some bits and pieces. So let's have a look at my picture. Okay, so I've got a little white patch around their eyes. Oh, that really brings it out. Oh, looks nice, that. I don't think the camera is gonna show it very well. This guy's eyes are sort of half lidded because he's stoned, meant to be stoned anyway. Let's put a little dot on the squirrel's eyes. Squirrel Nutkin. Squirrel Nutkins. Ah, they've got little scary eyes now, haven't they? Terrifying. If squirrels were as intelligent as the average human, what do you think their drug of choice would be? Joints. Well, this one is going to be smoking a joint, because that was the request, was a squirrel smoking a little joint. So I imagine probably, yeah, that would probably be their choice, because they've got little hands, haven't they? Perfect for, you know, they've got that, like, they're like this, aren't they, with their little mouths, smoking joints. Perfect little you know, for the little hands. Be perfect for them. Smoking joints or sucking dick. That's what squirrels were made for, really. Yeah, looking alright now, this squirrel. Need to put a bit of shadow underneath him because he's kind of melting into the tree a little bit there. Let's put that joint in his friend's hand before I forget. Past the duchy on the left hand side. Just put on quite thick white paint there. There we go. Ooh, almost fell over. So, a few crabs on the beach. So, what were you saying? In Finland, you used to use squirrel pelts as money a long time ago. A long time ago, do you mean like a couple of years ago? It's not even a joke question. I asked myself the same question about dolphins and chimps, etc. I reckon actually there's not studies into what animals take drugs anyway. Like reindeers eat I don't know, reindeers and just like deers in general will eat Amanita muscaria mushrooms. I'm guessing cows eat magic mushrooms because they live in fields full of them. Don't chimps like have like fermented fruit sometimes? They like get fermented mangoes or some shit and they get drunk off them. Cats have catnip, don't they? Cats get fucking wasted off that stuff. So I think animals do like getting high. Okay, I'll put a few crabs on the beach and then I think I might... how long have we been going for? Quite a while now. I think I might end it. Amarula fruit. Right. Yeah, well, I don't know. Squirrels must eat mushrooms. Bloody hell, this is developed. How long's the stream been going? 3 hours and 20 minutes. I think I'll just sort of yeah, I'm gonna go and live my life now. I'm gonna go off and maybe like just tidy the house and look at you in the corner. I know, peeping over. I need to do your face a bit better. I think it looks a bit weird. It doesn't look quite right. I think I can improve that. I think the dog looks quite nice. I you know, get a bit more detail on there, but the way I've just slapped it on, he looks alright. The bird's actually not looking too bad now. The clock needs a face, and that paint is still wet because I put it on so thick. And we're doing crabs, aren't we? I'm going to put in some... The dog's a bit Banksy. Yeah, it is now just because of... it's just basically two colours. It's like dark brown and light brown, but it's going to have detail added. Yeah, I'm gonna put the crabs in anyway. Just like basically I'm just going to put in a few little crabby shapes on the sand, and then come back to it on a different stream. Maybe on Friday. I'm not sure. I might do one on Friday night because I'll have the house to myself. Like, I'm off work on Friday, but then Friday night I think my wife's going out on the town getting pissed, like the drunk that she is, and I'll have the house to myself. I might just set up the stream again, start painting, get a bit more detail in there. Get a few crabs. Got a few crabs in here anyway. Those squirrels look good. They're the only thing that's like half finished on this painting. The tree looks okay as well, I think. That was like the first thing I did on here. A 2-stream painting. It's going to be a masterpiece. Do you mean like every painting I do is a masterpiece? What are you talking about? A tail. I don't know what that means. If you're talking about the dog, the tail is here, but it's on the picture I'm looking at. It's kind of hanging down the back and then between his legs here. So once I do a bit more detail, you'll be able to tell there's meant to be a tail there. I don't know if it's definitely going to be Friday. I think I said this on another stream. Every time I say I'm going to do a stream at a certain time or a certain day, it never ends up happening. I always, like, something happens. So I've stopped like saying that I'm definitely going to do a stream at a certain time because it just doesn't work out. It's like I curse myself by saying that. So let's just do a few. Right, I'm going to do a few like orangey shapes, so I remember that there's going to be crabs in the painting. And I'm not very good at crabs. That crab I did smoking a crack pipe was pretty good, but you know, this is really just the. Yeah, let's do one behind Phil. Maybe crawling up on him, sneaking up. Do one under the dog here. And the crabs are good for giving a bit of perspective to the beach, because you can do them going off into the distance, and then you can see like, you know, like a tiny one up here, so you can tell it's quite far off. Doesn't look like it's a really short beach. So yeah, this is just really just to remind me on the next one. Let's get over here. Sorry for blocking out the entire camera. Like I've said before, I can't get it set up in this little tiny room where I can paint the whole thing without blocking the canvas with my fat body. So that's kind of why. So these are the beginnings of crabs. For now, you'll just have to use your imagination. Think. They will be crabs one day. For now, they're just like orange blobs. So yeah, so this has been part 1 stream, and next one, because it's quite a big canvas. Like if I put my head next to it, I don't know. You know, I'm standing quite close to the camera, but if like it is quite a bit large canvas. You know, so it's taken me a while to get done, and it's nice to be able to just take my time with it rather than worrying about getting it finished. Like usually I've got to run off and do something, so like after a certain amount of time I'm like trying to rush to get all the details finished, and you know, I end up being a bit sloppy with it. Whereas if I take my time and come back to it and do a bit more in future and stuff like that, I think I can take my time and make something a bit nicer. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the stream so far. Oh wait, Orny Mills, hiya. Everyone's tuning in now, right at the end of the stream. But yeah, I'm gonna come back to it. Didn't expect that. What? The painting. Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it so far. Think of ideas of what you want to see on the painting, because the next one, when I come back, I'm going to do more on here. Plenty of stuff, plenty of details and things, and so like, you know, whatever you want to see, keep them in mind, and then tune in for the next stream whenever that'll be. It'll just be like randomly. It might be Friday, but if I say it's definitely going to be Friday, it won't happen because I've just cursed myself. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see yous whenever, and last time I was here it was just blue and green. Yeah, you were here right at the start. And now it's turned into a beach with a train. So it's shaping up. I think it's starting to look good. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next one. Just keep an eye on your sub box or something. It'll probably notify you when I go live. Okay, see you next time. Bye bye.